global happenings today. We communicate, we analyze global news. Stay tuned.
It is no longer news that one of Nigerian musical icon and journalist Onyeka Onwenu had passed on at the age of 72. And the most interesting part of it is the fact that she passed on after she had sung virtually all her song in one of the birthday occasions she was invited to perform. Peter Obi, the Labour Party presidential candidate, former governor of Anambra State, was invited to that occasion, and he has given Nigerians full details of what actually transpired and the level of effort that was put to resuscitate her, which at the end of the day failed. Let's look at full details of that according to what Peter Obi narrated. And according to what he said on one of his social media space, he said, "Yesterday provided a very devastating moment for me as I witnessed a tragic event that will forever be etched in my memory. I was present at the event where the iconic song star Onyeka Onwenu performed a couple of her songs, ending up with her famous song, One Love Keep Us Together. It was a beautiful performance, but little did we know it would be her final bow. Just about a few minutes after her performance, she sat down and drank some water and immediately collapsed and was rushed to the hospital. I followed her to the hospital. I watched in pains as the doctors and medical staff fought tirelessly and battled to save her life, doing everything possible to bring her back to life, but eventually came out with the sad news that she was gone despite their valiant effort. She sadly passed away after over 2 hours of intense struggle. My heart goes out to her children and family, friends, and loved ones during this difficult time. May we find the strength and courage to bear the irreparable loss. Onyeka was a national treasure, a shining star who inspired generations with her music, activism, and strong dedication to the arts. Her passing is a tremendous loss for the entire nation, and she will be deeply missed. I want to thank everyone who together with us accompanied her to the hospital yesterday. Special thanks to Mr. and Mrs. John Momo, Mr. and Mrs. Okonkwo, and Mr. Okpara, who were with her during her last moment. Governor Alex Oti joined us also, and Mr. Femi Ajayi, who eventually returned to the hospital this morning when we had to finalize everything about her passing. May her soul rest in peace, and may her legacy continue to inspire and unite us all. My condolences to her family, the entertainment industry, and the nation at large. May we find solace in the memories we share with her and the impact she had on our lives. P.O. Okay, now some reputable persons, especially in the music industry, have extended, their condolence to the family, and they've spoken so well about her. First in the list is Queen of the Screen, one of the Queen of the Screen in Nigeria from Southeast, Genevieve Nnaji. She said, "Today we mourn the passing of an icon, a legend whose voice and presence have resonated deeply with us all. Onyeka Onwenu, I am better at expressing myself through my art. Lionheart was born out of a desire to honor and give flowers to the legends that made my childhood beautiful and memorable while they were still with us. I'm so grateful she accorded me the opportunity, honor, and privilege to share time and space with her. We created iconic moments that will forever be entrenched in my mind and photo memories. My tears won't stop falling because writing this tribute means I can't live in delusion for a few more hours that this is not a bad dream I will be waking up from. My heart and deepest condolence to her family, loved ones, and to her fans all around the world. Rest in peace, Onyeka Onwenu. Your legacy will never be forgotten." And the Kokomaster himself also has something to say about this wonderful woman. And she said, "We have lost a true legend. Onyeka Onwenu was an extraordinary woman whose voice, talent, and spirit touched countless lives. Her contribution to Nigeria as a singer, entrepreneur, and advocate for women will forever be remembered. My deepest condolence to her family and loved one. Rest in peace, Queen." And also, P-Square had to say a little about, P-Square had sing one or two songs and featured her. He said, rest in peace, R.I.P. Ma Onyeka Onwenu. We also have other personality, even Netflix Nigeria says, "Rest in power, Madam Onyeka Onwenu, legend, queen, elegant stallion." So many people are talking so well about this woman, and I must say that her impact cannot be forgotten in in a hurry. Dele Momodu Ovation says, "Good night, my big sister Onyeka Onwenu, one of Africa's greatest performer. Please rest in peace, ma." This is quite interesting, and this leaves us with so many memories. Once into Konkwo said the most powerful queen of speech by Onyeka Onwenu. She had been speaking so well. Purse said Onyeka Onwenu was very passionate about the suffering of Nigeria. May her sweet soul rest in peace. You must be remembered for something very good. The LP governorship candidate in Lagos State also commented, talking about Badebo Vigor, and he says Onyeka Onwenu was an incredible gifted artist, a talented broadcaster, and an amazing human being. She spoke up for press and used her song to inspire hope. We will remember her for the joy and color her music brought to our home and the values she stood for. I will miss her so dearly and pray to the Almighty to grant her family and loved ones the fortitude to bear this painful loss. Then one of Nigeria's foremost men, talking about the man in charge of the African Development Bank, Akunwumi Adesina, says, "Adio Onyeka Onwenu, Nigerian music legend, broadcaster, artist, actress, and social activist. Your brilliance and poise, impeccable work, and professional candor mark your stardom. You were proudly Nigerian. Thank you for credible contributions to Nigeria. May your soul rest in peace." Countless people are talking about the good life that she had lived when she was in the world. She's gone, and I think this should awaken our consciousness to the fact that we're not going to be around forever. We're not going to be around forever. So whatever thing we do, as much as we can, we should do it to the glory of God and also to the blessings of humanity. And last but not least, Frank Nweke Jr., former minister in Nigeria, says the elegant stallion Onyeka Onwenu was and will remain an icon of creativity, beauty, brilliance, and a hope for Nigeria. She inspired an entire generation and excelled as a patriot, journalist, and entertainer. She used her voice for advocacy and leadership on various platforms. You can read from different people again and again. She can't be forgotten in a hurry. I must say she has left indelible imprint in the hearts of countless people. The last we are going to consider is from Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala, former Minister of Finance. She says, "Shocked to learn of the death of a talented sister and Nigerian icon, legendary artist Onyeka Onwenu, whom I have known since undergraduate days when she attended Wesley College. Deeply saddened, my heart goes out to her children and family. May her soul rest in peace." I think we've taken enough. We'd like to leave it there. Let's meet in our comment section and talk more on this. What's your position about the departure of this woman, and what have you learned considering the situation and how she left this world? Let's interact in our conversation. Thank you very much.
Global happenings today.